Hi everyone, and welcome to the Scorpio February 2022 mid-month love reading. This is I Am Illuminated Tarot, a place for you to better connect with and illuminate your own personal spiritual importance. So in honor of the Valentine's Day holiday right around the corner, I'm making this mid-month video all about love. And I've enjoyed doing these readings so much that I might continue to do this as we move forward into March. So Scorpio, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to start by pulling a card to see what Spirit would like you to engage with for the month of February around the energy of love, to kind of see what you're dealing with. Now, all of my readings are here to help you take a look at a challenge or challenges you are currently facing and which Spirit is asking you to overcome, to better unlock something about yourself that allows you to see your path and purpose more clearly, and so that you can continue down the path to reaching your highest potential, which ultimately will be of service to both yourself and to the greater collective human experience. So we're looking for meaning and connecting you with that meaning. Okay, so Scorpio, let's see. The cards are kind of quiet this morning. What does Scorpio need to know about the energy of love for the month of February? Oh, that's a little messy. Let's see. So Scorpio, your readings for the past few months have been pretty phenomenal. I hope most of you are feeling that way, or at least are going through large changes in your life that are feeling beneficial to you right now. I know change can be scary, but from what I've seen on my side of things, you have a lot of good coming your way, a lot of growth. All right. Except, my goodness, let's see, Scorpio, love, you guys are a little quiet. Or are you keeping something secret? You know, when I was tapping into your energy, when I was shuffling the cards before I turned the camera on here, I did hear the main song from Sound of Music, The Hills Are Alive, which I don't know if that's how you guys are feeling, like literally you want to go and sing from the mountaintops, but that's very interesting. All right, so you got 3. We have stay optimistic about your love life. It says positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. And then it says playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine and trust. The situation is calling for you to have faith. So it's interesting that faith comes up twice here, with playfulness in between. In between. So there may be a little bit of you guys might feel in the month of February that maybe either you're losing a little faith and hope in love, maybe you are, when I talk about love, this can be with a romantic partnership, but this can also be just around the general energy of love. This can be around friendships and family connections, even work connections. And I do get this feeling that there might be this like little bit of just losing faith in love as a whole. That maybe you're feeling disconnected from friendships, or you're feeling a little bit like if you are in a interpersonal relationship, either you haven't found the one, you're looking for the one, or in your current relationship, maybe there's a little something where you're kind of questioning it. But what Spirit's asking you to step back into is a place of faith and trust. That when we really think of love from a positive and optimistic perspective, we allow that channel to open up. And love is a two-way channel. It can both support us and it can allow us to support others. So we need to receive love as much as we need to give love, and that should be in balance. And I have this feeling that perhaps some of you are kind of closing yourself off, that you're holding back your love a little bit because maybe you see the world or certain connections around you as not deserving of your love. And the more we restrict giving of ourselves and giving love, the more we actually restrict ourselves from receiving love. So be optimistic and open in how you provide love and kind of send love out there, and you'll be amazed at what you actually bring back to yourself. I love the card of playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. There is nothing more captivating than somebody who's just out there enjoying life. And I love that there's this, it says romance. Romance can, again, yes, it can pertain to true romantic partnership, but romance can also be when we fall back in love with life. We fall back in love with what we do. We're able to see the color in the world around us. And there's something to be said about tapping into that this month to really kind of regain this trust in almost the universe. I'm feeling that your message here is broader than just an individual relationship. There's something around connecting to the broader energy of love in general. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and I'm going to pull cards here for the principles of curiosity, courage, and contemplation, where we're going to get a chance to see what Spirit would like us to be curious about and open ourselves up to in the energy of love. Then we're going to look at what Spirit would like us to stay, or where Spirit would like us to have the courage to take action in love. And then a final point of reflection, kind of an underlying theme for the energy of love for the month of February. And then I'll pull some clarifier cards just to get some extra messages that may want to come out. Some of those messages have been really kind of interesting in other readings, so I'll definitely keep that portion here. All right. So when we're thinking about curiosity, why I utilize curiosity as one of my main points in the Triad of Engagement to help my clients better engage more authentically with their path and purpose is that curiosity has the superpower to wipe the slate clean. It allows us to kind of rid ourselves of all the things we think we know and allow us to step into that youthful, innocent, childlike perspective of seeing the world again and seeing situations again from that place of awe and wonder, what we don't know. Okay, so we have the only thing that is real is love. Shift your focus back to love, number 7. And number 7 to me is when we have a true connection to Spirit. The only thing that is real is love. Beautiful. There is something here, again, I think around the energy of love in general that you guys are a little closed off to. Meaning that I think either you've been hurt in the past or you're just being very much affected by what's been going on in the world, and you're feeling just kind of in general like, ugh, not giving of myself anymore. And Spirit's really asking you to remember that actually everything is love. It is not that love is ours to give and receive. It is that we are literally kind of powered by love, that love is the connecting force between everything. And when we remember that it is not something that we should hold back or mete out. It is something that we should be living and breathing at all times to feel that romance in life again, to really see the beauty that is all around us and to be able to receive that beauty from others. So when we're thinking about being curious and being open, when you shift your focus back to love, what is that going to bring in for you this month? Really allow yourself to stay open to the awe and wonder. Now, this could be actually allowing yourself to open up to a new partnership that is going to, I think, be part of your transformation. Really beautiful. Okay, so now I'm going to pull a card here for the concept of courage, and we're going to get a chance to see what Spirit would like you to have the courage, or where Spirit would like you to have the courage to take action in love for the month of February. What do all Scorpios need to know about where to take action in love? Now, courage is really an important part of the Triad of Engagement because it allows us to step back into a place of personal power, because the power in our lives does not lie externally to us. It lies within ourselves to have the courage to make decisions, to take small steps of action that sometimes, they may seem small, but it's in the small steps that we actually allow ourselves to grow. And in doing so, we actually directly affect our external environment. And that's how we manifest change externally. It starts from within. It starts from having the courage to make those small changes inside first. Oh, interesting. Okay, so we have relationship patterns. I think we have two here. Yes. Relationship patterns. It says it takes strength to recognize the need for change. Number 32 breaking down to number 5. And the number 5 is a number that represents change. It says express love through gifts. A small token of love can convey great appreciation. Number 19 breaking down to a 10, further breaking down to a 1. So relationship patterns. It takes strength to recognize the need for change. I think when we're being asked to have the courage to take action this month for you, Scorpio, there is something around relationship patterns, who you are in a relationship. Now, again, this could be a dynamic between you and a family member. This could be the relationship between you and a romantic partner. This could even be in a friendship dynamic or even a close work partnership. And there's something here that needs to change. This could be where you maybe are, in the past, you've been the one to kind of control the situation, or in the past, you're the one that takes the back seat, or in the past, you're the one that's maybe worn your heart on your sleeve and gotten hurt. And so now you are, since then, every time you get into a relationship, you're a little wary. And again, this can apply to all relationships. So really understand and have the courage to take a look at what is directly affecting you in your relationship patterns, and where there needs to be, like I was saying, some small courageous steps of action to allow that to start to change. And what can that look like? If, let's say, you are the one that maybe has been hurt in the past, and now every time you get into either a friendship, a close friendship, or a close romantic partnership, you hold yourself back first. And you wait for the other person maybe to show their true colors. Well, this is something where maybe instead you just kind of take the lead and allow yourself again to wear your heart on your sleeve, to show them who you are intimately, and allow the other person to just, instead of trying to control their outcome by holding back on what you share, instead be open and share and allow how they react to be how they react. There's a little bit of a feeling around control here for you guys, and probably based from past history around being wounded. And again, this can go back to family trauma, this can go back to trauma with friendships and past romantic partnerships. So there's something around recognizing some aspect of your current experience in partnerships and in relationships, and to start to take those steps of not only becoming aware of those patterns, but to take the steps to start to break them, to take the steps to start to kind of release the control. I think around something that you are trying to like kind of clamp down on when you are getting into a relationship that brings the energy of love forward. And I like how it says express love through gifts. A small token of love can convey great appreciation. We sometimes, it's interesting. Every time I hear this card or see this card, I think of an old coworker I used to work with. And she was so great about just kind of like on a whim coming in with, and I worked for many years as an operational manager for restaurants. And this other manager I worked with, she would come in and she would just, bring in that bag of candy for everybody, or find some cute little thing that pertained to a holiday around the corner, and she would bring that in for the entire work crew. And it wasn't that she had to go and buy these big lavish gifts or go up to each individual person and pat them on the back and say, good job. It was that in these small tokens of literally going and buying maybe a $5 bag of candy, it showed it literally lifted the entire spirit of all of those staff members working on that shift for that day, and allowed them to connect in throughout the shift, and to go up and say thank you so much, or to connect with another person who was just coming on to say, oh hey, so and so brought candy and it's in the back, that kind of thing. And it really brought that feeling of love and connection through a very simple gesture. And sometimes we get so caught up in the grand gestures, or kind of overthinking when we want to give somebody a gift, or we want to show them how we love them. And it's actually very easy to show love and to step into the energy of love and to share love. And it can be literally as simple as a small token like that. And I think some of you guys need to hear that. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pull a final card here for the concept of contemplation, which is what Spirit would like you to reflect on for the month of February, kind of the underlying theme. So this is kind of the main message here, and this is going to be the point of really, as you're moving through the month and you're reflecting on the theme of love, this is really that point where you're kind of holding up everything that you do to this point. So let's see here. And contemplation keeps us self-responsible to the consequences of the actions we choose to take, because we get to contemplate on what happened. All right, so we have demonstrate love. It says, find out what is important to those you love and act on it. Number 48, breaking down to a 12, which further breaks down to a 3. But the number 12 to me specifically does represent divinity, and it is the number of kind of the God number to me. So absolutely beautiful. Demonstrate love. Find out what is important to those you love and act on it. There, again, is kind of wrapping up this whole message of really, instead of holding love almost as a finite thing that you can give out, allowing love to kind of pour out of you. This month, for you specifically, it's feeling very much like it is time to recognize the power that you have to bring love into your life through giving it to others. That is a very strong message here. So I think the more that you focus on that, the more you're going to open yourself up to gifts that are ready to come in for you through the energy of love. Okay, now I'm going to pull some extra clarifier cards here. And I'm going to pull something around the relationship patterns, or something around that specifically that I'm going to see if there's any additional messages that want to come through. So we have, oh, interesting, we have 4 of Wands, 5 of Wands, and the King of Wands. Some of you could be experiencing a little bit of chaos or change around there could be a actually impending wedding, or some type of big celebration that's coming up. The 4 of Wands can be, it denotes a foundation that is in place, that has been based from you taking action from passion, and it's being openly celebrated by others. So this could be a wedding. This could be even an anniversary. It could be something where maybe even you're celebrating a birthday. Something that is where it's going to be seen and celebrated with others. But the 5 of Wands denotes a little bit of something around that can be kind of the chaos card, where everybody's kind of getting in there, maybe has their own opinion about something. And the King of Wands is a reminder of, you hold the wand. This is like the CEO card. This is almost like when I always think about when I see these 2 cards together, it's almost like a bunch of kids kind of, you hear upstairs in a room, they're all kind of arguing and whatever. And this is when dad knocks on the door and says, hey kids, cut it out. What's going on? And that's kind of what I'm feeling here. There's something about kind of having to like take the reins around a foundation that is around the corner and is about to be celebrated. So whether this is for some of you that maybe you are dealing with a celebration coming up around the corner and you kind of have to step in to direct a little bit of the chaos, or this is maybe just where you have built a foundation and there's something going on that is a little chaotic. I mean, this could be a home environment. This could be, it literally could be anywhere that you've taken. It's actually could be the foundation for a business that's being celebrated, but there's something about needing to come in a strong way, but from the energy of love, to say like, okay, like let's children, like let's sit down and let's work this out together. I'm going to pull just a couple additional clarifiers for the Five of Wands here to see maybe where this chaos is coming from. Let's see, what do we need to know about? Okay, so we have Three of Cups and Page of Pentacles. That can be something where Three of Cups can be kind of our community, can be friends, a social group. It can also represent a third party or drinking even in a negative connotation, but it came up upright. So there is a feeling here that maybe there's a little bit of kind of like fact-finding around maybe a social group that you don't maybe feel comfortable with, or that maybe the celebration with others, and this again could be a little bit of like over celebration that is kind of muddying the waters for you. The Page of Pentacles is something where that is kind of going out, and this could be the card where you are kind of gaining more information, but it's also where this could actually be a message coming in for you. So there could be something maybe around a message between a social group or a third party that's coming in, that's creating a little bit of this chaos, and you're being asked to kind of step up and really stay strong in how you handle this situation. Okay, well that's just, again, and kind of an additional message for some of you out there. I'm sure it's not going to resonate for everybody, but for those of you that it does, I think it's, again, just a reminder that, yeah, it can get a little chaotic. Maybe there is, again, something coming in from a third party or from a social circle, but it's telling you, stay strong, keep taking action from a place of passion. And, when we think about kind of stepping in and being that, maybe that parent to a bunch of children or to people who seem to be kind of acting as such, that it isn't about coming in and, yelling and clamping your foot down. The King of Wands, he is somebody who would be playful in how he comes across, because he knows the importance of taking action from a place of passion. So there's something around being able to come in, and it's almost like in the situation, being the dad that comes in and to get everybody on board. He's the one that like jumps inside the pillow fort that the kids were arguing about, and he's the one that's like, let's all get in, and calms everybody down and kind of redirects them again through this playfulness. So kind of keep that in mind for this month, Scorpio. I wish I could all join you in that pillow fort. All right, Scorpios, if you would like to illuminate your own personal spiritual importance and to see how it can be of service to yourself and others, and to kind of go start the first steps with awareness down your path to purpose and highest potential, you can click on the link in the description box below to book a personal reading or a one-on-one coaching session. And I will be releasing the dates for March's illumination readings next week. And if I don't see you until then, Scorpios, have a wonderfully loving rest of February. Bye.